Ugh, spaceports all smell the same. Engine exhaust, coolant fluid, and spacers who haven't bathed in a week. Let's get out of this stink. Whatever the rest of Dromund Kaas is like, the air has gotta be fresher than in here.
I would have figured you'd been to Dromund Kaas before.
Braden and I moved around a lot when we first got together, but we never made it here. Just a reminder, this is an imperial world, which means rules, rules, and more rules. If we tweak the local authorities, they can make life really hard.
My goal is to join the Great Hunt. That's it.
Still, let's try to keep a low profile. Come on, the Mandalorian Enclave is in the Citadel. Our contact is someone named Chris DeMarcon.
And then I told him, you think that's cold? You should see what I did to the Gamorrean. I never saw a Rhodian run so fast in my... Whoa. Hello, handsome. You here to sweep me off my feet?
We are here for the Great Hunt. We've been sponsored by Nemro the Hutt.
Oh, what's this? Got yourself a pet? Little sister, maybe? It's not enough to hold a real man's interest anyway.
Mako's my backup. That's all you need to know.
Didn't mean anything. It's just rare we get any fresh meat in here worth putting on the grill.
Can you change the subject already?
Oh, don't get your blaster jammed. You probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you. But there's nothing I can do about it, understand? There's one spot left open in the Great Hunt, and over 3 dozen hunters who got sponsorships.
It's okay. I brought over 3 dozen rounds of ammo.
I just bet you did. I hope you can back up that kind of talk. The Huntmaster himself will explain how we're gonna sort things out. Head into the main room, and show some respect. When the Huntmaster's done talking, come on back in here. I'll be handling you from here on out.
Quiet! Quiet, you dogs! The Huntmaster is about to speak. Pay attention and show some respect for once in your lives. You heard the Huntmaster. You're competing for the last spot in the Great Hunt by taking down 3 bounties on Dromund Kaas.
You expect us to hunt here, with Imperials crawling all over us? And Sith?
Never met anybody who's blaster-proof.
The jungles here are secluded and dark. We'll have all the privacy we need.
For all you overblown, useless, no-talent cowards, we installed a handy exit door. Use it now! The rest of you, the real hunters, go see your handlers. They'll get you oriented to the planet and assign you 3 unique bounties. Everyone who takes down all 3 of their bounties wins a spot in the final melee. Anyone who doesn't get all 3 is out.
Hunting on Dromund Kaas? That's suicide. I'm grabbing the first shuttle out of here. I suggest you do the same, friend.
I want into the Great Hunt, and this is the only way.
Then watch your back. It's not the jungles that are dangerous on Dromund Kaas. It's the people. I'm done here. May your quarry fall before you, Hunter.
Well, what are you standing around for? Back to your handler. That's Krista for you, new blood.
A dozen cowards just scurried out of here. Probably won't stop till Dromund Kaas is light years behind him. You understand the basics, right? 3 bounties, hardest targets on Dromund Kaas. Gotta get all 3 to qualify for the final melee.
What exactly is this melee I keep hearing about?
Ooh, it's a big old scrap. Everybody who gets all 3 of their bounties goes into the rage pit. One comes out. Now let's see who your first target is. Whoa, this can't be right. You got enemies among the Mandalorians or something?
Just Taro Blood, the Mandalorian who killed Braden. What'd he do?
I'm used to having the cards stacked against me.
I wouldn't wish this bounty on anybody. Gotta play the hand you're dealt, though. The target's a Republic noble named Valtaka. He got captured during an Imperial raid, brought back here, and sold into slavery by mistake.
Didn't think the Republic had an aristocracy.
Law of the galaxy. Anywhere somebody with a fancy name can step on somebody without one, they will.
Altaka's slave group was building a big old statue in the jungle. The slaves rebelled and took over the site. Nobody can get in there. We don't even know if he's still alive. If he is, the family will pay big.
Will the family pay big for a corpse?
They'll pay for the body, but not as much as alive. Details are on the hire slip. The slaves got themselves a tent camp near that statue they never finished. If Altaka's still kicking, he's probably somewhere in there. Before you go, meet your new best friend. The S-86K full-gauge carbonite armor upgrade. You can't shoot a fella with this while he's springing around. It's too slow to charge up. But once that fella ain't resisting, say, after a good long beating, the S-86K will freeze him for transport.
I don't tend to take people alive.
I hear you. But sometimes a payday's bigger when your catch is still flopping on the deck. You find that Republic noble fella and claim that first bounty, then hurry it on back here as fast as you can.
Dear Altaka, when I got your message, I could scarcely believe it. We have found each other after all these years.
Oh, looks like a love letter. From an Imperial noble, no less. Juicy.
Why would a noble be writing love letters to a slave?
That's what I want to know.
It must have been the Force that brought you here to Dromund Kaas, dear Altaka. As for your predicament, fear not. I have friends in high places, and for the right price, they have agreed to help me. When the slaves attempt their pitiful revolution, a man will come to you dressed in rags. He will bring you to me. I shall say you are my missing brother. We will be Lord and Lady Dakar. I'm afraid I cannot get you off-world and back to your beloved family, but I promise to make your every moment here a joy. Our lifestyle will be the envy of all, and we'll attend parties at the Nexus Room every night. Be ready to join me, my love.
Wait, so the lady is his lover, but now he's posing as her brother? That's disgusting. Sounds like the Nexus Room is where we'll find these weirdos.
Less talk, more action.
Let's go meet this Lord and Lady Daka. Lead on, boss.
Yes, sir. Just as I said.
That looks like him, all right. Bounty Hunter. I am Sergeant Warlax of the Imperial Navy. You are commanded to hand over all your weapons and gear immediately.
You're a funny man, Sergeant. Think of that joke all by yourself?
Don't get cute, off-world scum. Remember, you're an outsider here. I can shoot you just as easily as bring you in.
Sergeant, Taro Blood here. Have you completed my little errand yet?
Blood, you steaming pile of filth!
Blast it! I told you not to call on this channel!
Since when does the Imperial Navy take its orders from Mandalorians?
Oh, this is ridiculously tiresome. He's still alive? What is wrong with you, Sergeant?
Sir? Who's that guy?
Blood, I'll talk to you later. Ignore the chatter, men. Let's take this hunter in.
I don't know what's going on here, Sarge, but I know it stinks.
Yeah. Either you cut us in on this deal, or we walk.
Save your breath. You're dead.
Defend yourselves, men!
Yes, may I help you with something?
Darling, please don't speak to that filthy vagabond. It's clearly not supposed to be here, and we shouldn't let ourselves look like we approve. Come, let us get a drink.
Shut up, lady. Altaka, you're coming with me.
To whom are you speaking? I've surely never heard of anyone named...
Stow it, darling. Just feel the smug knowledge radiate from him. We knew this might happen eventually.
Yeah, only so long you can keep dating your brother before something goes wrong.
So you know our little secret. What does an insignificant creature like you want? What would make you dare threaten a noble?
I was promised a pile of credits to take him back to the Republic.
You mean back to my family, don't you? But I thought, You told me I was trapped here, that I would have to forget my family, that this charade was the only way.
Inside voice, darling. I may have exaggerated a bit, but hasn't it been nice here? The parties, the late nights, the intrigues and such?
You witch! Keeping me here as your plaything when I could have been home with my sisters and dear mother.
Ah, you could be such a whiny pain. It's a wonder your nobility. Let us make a new deal, bounty hunter.
No deals. You give me Altaka now.
Oh, stop testing my patience. The only reason you aren't dead is because I'd rather not cause a scene.
Making a scene is part of my job description.
Defend me, my love.
What? Are you insane? You killed her, just like that. She was evil and twisted, but I did love her once. We met years ago on Alderaan. She was so dark and mysterious. And now she's dead.
You can mourn her while you're in Carbonite.
Oh, of course.
Hey there, Hunter. Competition out there's something crazy. A couple of hunters died in the jungles. Big Trandoshan got arrested by the Imperials, and you found yourself an unfindable Republic noble. His family was plenty generous with their live bounty.
I need 3 total bounties to get in the melee, correct?
Afraid the rules will change again? Not yet, anyway. Still 3 to win. Your second bounty's a bit of a mystery. Apparently, whoever's stacking the deck against you gonna keep right on stacking.
Hardly surprising.
What I got here is a classified red flag request from Imperial Command. No details, just flashy warnings and a contact. Admiral Frabal, Imperial Navy.
I don't see what the big deal is.
You haven't dealt much with Imperials, have you? They make Hutts look downright honest. Here's the slip. Frabal's in the city, not all that far a stroll. Go get him.
This is the office of Admiral Frabal of the Imperial Navy. Do you have business here?
You work for the Admiral? What's he like?
It's against regulation to discuss superior officers, not to mention bad form. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very busy.
I have a job slip from your boss, moron.
I really couldn't care less what you...
What's all that racket out there, soldier?
There's a quarrelsome individual here, Admiral. Rather dirty, too.
Quarrelsome? You're as weak as you are stupid. I requested a mercenary from the Mandalorians. Send that person in immediately.
Yes, sir. You may go in now.
Next time, bang.
The Admiral is waiting.
Come in, mercenary. I apologize if my secretary caused you grief. He is of low birth, and his intelligence reflects it. I'm afraid many of our Imperial soldiers are hopeless with delicate tasks. This is, of course, why I asked for a professional.
That was good thinking.
Ah, yes, just so. I have every faith in the Mandalorian Enclave's ability to get things done discreetly. My daughter has become something of a liability to me. I want you to kill her.
Dead daughter. Check. Details?
My daughter was born Force-sensitive and trained to be Sith. A great honor for our family. Unfortunately, my daughter's master is one Lord Grathan, a madman who is now disgraced in the eyes of the Dark Council.
This is some political move for you?
Less a move than a response, but yes. If Lord Grathan's compound is raided and my daughter captured or killed, every member of her family will suffer. This is Sith politics. In the best-case scenario, I lose my rank and position. In the worst...
You'd get squashed like a bug?
An inelegant way to phrase it, but yes. Lord Grathan is a paranoid madman. His compound is built to withstand a siege, but a lone infiltrator will take them by surprise. My daughter is somewhere inside Lord Grathan's compound. Her name is Veretta. You will know her as she resembles me closely.
Is there going to be fallout for taking down a Sith?
Not as long as nobody knows what happened.
Hang on, I've been running some data. Turns out renegade Sith Lord followers rack up death marks like crazy. Lord Grathan's top people all have prices on their heads.
It'd be a shame to let those bounties go to waste.
And we might need those extra credits to gear you up for the big melee.
Remember, discretion is essential. Do not let yourself be captured. Good luck.
Oh, what have we here? You're not even a Mandalorian, are you? When Lord Grathan's spy said my father contacted the Mandalorian Enclave, I expected they'd at least send me a real-life Mandalorian. I'm afraid I'm a tad disappointed.
You knew your father wanted you killed?
Of course. But really, how scary is that? Wait, you don't seriously think you can kill me? I mean, I'm a Sith, and you're just... whatever you are.
Oh, we've got a true believer.
Then again, it makes sense. Why would you come here if you thought you'd die? Apparently my father isn't the only one living in a dream world. You can't kill a Sith, you silly.
Why would your father hire me if you can't be killed?
To save face, naturally. Don't you understand how any of this works? A more powerful Sith could kill me, or a really lucky Jedi, I suppose. Perhaps a bomb, but not some random bounty hunter. You must be so crushed. Live and learn, I guess. Except, not in your case. Sorry. What? I lost? I can't lose. I'm Sith.
Someone's been filling your head with garbage.
Can't die like this, falling to some common bounty hunter. Everything Lord Grothan told me was a lie. I've been living in a dream world. It can't end like this. It can't.
I feel for you, girl. Close your eyes now.
I just can't believe it.
Reports of the raid on Lord Grathan's estate are pouring in. I trust you were successful in your endeavour. My daughter, Veretta, is...
She's as dead as it gets.
Yes. Just as you say. Here, take your credits and go. You'll understand if I say I never want to see the face of my daughter's murderer again.
Some people just don't appreciate my handiwork.
Just go.
Come on. He needs to be alone with what he's done.
Second bounty is done. Just one more, and I'm in the melee.
Right you are. And competition is heating up. That little green girl, Iopian Rattle, finished all her bounties. Heard she poisoned an Imperial moth.
Lucky we didn't get that one. Not sure how we'd work it out.
Now, I ain't allowed details on whatever you were scrapping for Admiral Fabal, but I got a clearance note says it was duly scrapped. Nice payday, too.
There was a squabble between the Admiral and his Sith daughter. Complicated.
Sounds right tricky, but the less I know, the better. Here we go, Bounty 3. I call it, someone's got a serious hate for my hunter. Top secret, crazy, red flag covered. This one's for a Captain Metal in Imperial Intelligence. No other information.
Looks like I'm working for spies this time.
Better not want us to poison someone.
Stay careful. Get this one done and don't get yourself dead in the process.
What the... Oh, right. The bounty hunter. Glad you could make it. You nervous, Hunter? Parked in the middle of Imperial Intelligence and all.
I could say one word, or touch one button, and you'd disappear forever.
Poof. Gone. Just like that. No one would even dare to ask what happened to you.
Go ahead. Say the word and see what happens.
Nicely done. I like you, Hunter. I really do. I never signed up for this cloak and dagger stuff. I was a regular soldier. Then one day, I put together a covert op raid that goes a little too well. And bam! I'm in Imperial Intelligence. Look, what I'm saying is the stuff that goes on in these halls is insane. And all of it is crazy hush-hush. So what I'm going to tell you has to stay just between you and me. Got it?
My price tag always includes the cost of discretion.
Here's the deal. There's a huge ancient Sith temple on Dromund Kaas. Used to just sit there being scary. Now the place is crawling with Sith sorcery. And it's been ordered a no-go zone for everyone. Naturally, we sent a team in. My commander led that team. Nobody came back. We can't report any of them dead without reporting the mission, which puts me in a bind.
Why is it important to report those people dead?
We need to explain them being gone. But that's not all of it. If I can't prove my commander's dead, I can't take over his spot, which means an ugly power vacuum. I'm hiring you to enter that temple and find the team's ID cards, especially my commander's. I need those IDs to create more acceptable deaths for them.
What if this commander and his team are still alive?
They're not. And even if they are, they're not. Understood. Make sure you find an Imperial commander named Gargan. Can't imagine there'll be more than one corpse in a temple wearing commander stripes. Grab all the team's ID cards and double time it back here, quietly.
What is this in front of me? Another worshipper? Who braves the flames of the altar of horror to stand in front of Lord Baral Slathborn, Lord of the Sith?
This tomb has driven you insane, Lord.
Insane? No. Do not seek madness, but fear and hatred, the tools of the Sith.
Where's your lightsaber, my lord? Don't you feel naked without it?
Insolence! You will perish in flames! To me, my disciples!
Got the IDs. Fantastic. Let me see. That's Commander Gargan's all right. What was it like in the Dark Temple? I've yet to hear anything that didn't sound like pure raving.
Just some weird lights. No big deal.
Huh. Still wish I could have got him myself. Would have saved me some unpleasantness. Listen to me. Unpleasantness. I'm even starting to talk like a spy. Friend, remember when I said Sith didn't want anyone in the Dark Temple?
I remember all right.
Well, you can probably guess the rest. I can't risk the Sith ever finding out you went into their precious Dark Temple, which means you're now a liability. I apologize. This isn't the way a fighting man should die. Guards! That went wrong, didn't it? Got a hole in my gut. I'm not going to beg. Turning on someone who did their job is wrong. We both know it. Here's your writ. It tells the Mandalorians you did your job. And here's your pay. The rest is up to you.
You messed up, Captain. Now you pay for it.
This whole place is messed up. Glad to be rid of it.
You're alive! Some Mandalorian big shot named Taro Blood said you were dead. They're about to start the melee without you.
Can you still get me into that melee, Krista?
Yeah, but just by the skin of your knuckles.
All the other hunters who survived are already inside. Get in there.
Back in a flash.
That's the spirit.
The last hunter left standing joins the Great Hunt. Simple as that. All weapons are allowed, but you fight alone. No assistance. And it looks like we have a latecomer.
Somebody made up a story I was dead.
Your competitors were relieved to hear it. Too bad for them, huh? Huntmaster, will you do us the honor?
We all heard tales of your exploits, Hunter. Perhaps I'll turn them into a song to commemorate your death.
Make sure it's something you can dance to.
Consider it done. I'd wish you luck, but it wouldn't help. So I'll just say goodbye.
Enough! You hunters are the best that the galaxy's goons and thug lords could send us. Now show us which one of you will join the Great Hunt. Fight! The melee is over! One hunter remains! Quite a show you put on. Blasted fun to watch. How do you feel, Hunter?
I want to know everything about the Great Hunt.
Patience. Bask in your victory for a moment. Huntmaster?
This is simply ridiculous. I mean, really. This needs to stop right now.
Are we starting the hunt already?
No! No! No unsanctioned kills in the Great Hunt!
You see? That's a perfect example. I object to this farce. This ignorant thug does not deserve to enter the Great Hunt. His credentials are a lie, fabricated by his little gutter rat of a sidekick. He deserves no honors.
You lying, cheating, murdering scum!
We know this hunter's history, Blood. The Huntmaster has ruled.
You fools! This is a place of honor, a competition of elites. Mandalore will hear of this.
I sure hope you're not gonna cry.
Enough! Before this great hunt is over, I will have your skull in my hands.
Well, the Great Hunt just got way more interesting. Sorry to interrupt, Huntmaster. Please continue. You get all that, Hunter?
Maybe you want to sum it up for me.
All right, I'll try. But without the flowery stuff. You'll be hunting targets spread across the galaxy. There'll be at least one other hunter going for them, too. You not only have to take down your target, you have to eliminate the other hunters.
I'm supposed to execute my fellow hunters?
You only have to eliminate them from the Great Hunt. Surrender isn't typical, but it's accepted. Your handler, Krista, will fill you in on the rest of the details. She's waiting for you.
Rules or no rules, Taro Blood dies the next time we see him. Right?
That scum is living on borrowed time.
Oh, I hate this. I don't want to feel this way about anyone, but I want to make him pay.
Sometimes it's right to hate.
Yeah? I'd be happy going my whole life never knowing when those times were. We'd better get moving. We've got a great hunt to win, right?
Greetings. I am 2VR8, factotum droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
Your last master isn't coming back. Got a problem with that?
Absolutely not. He called me unpleasant names and never bathed. Not that there is anything wrong with that, master. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard this Kuat Drive Yard's D5 Mantis patrol craft. Its speed and firepower are unmatched by other vessels of its class. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
Are you at least capable of providing security while I'm not aboard?
I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.